I want to talk today about Devin's suicide note. We found it about 2 weeks before Christmas. Everything that we thought we knew about why he took his life was not true. We thought that he did it very spontaneously, that it was just a spur of the moment thing, and that he had put no thought into it, and that is not correct. It's really hard to think about it or accept it, but he had been planning it, thinking about it, I guess, maybe not planning it so much as thinking about it since 2019. That was when he wrote the note. So he didn't really have a plan of how or when he was going to do it exactly. I think that when he did it was ultimately spontaneous. I don't think that he said, hey, I'm going to have Mom here for vacation and I'm going to do it then. I don't think that was his plan, but he was struggling to stay alive for a long time. And knowing that really changes everything. He was probably struggling even longer than that. Looking at we found song lyrics in his phone, different notes that he'd written, and he had probably been struggling just to stay alive for about 5 years, just every day, just to stay alive. And I think that the last 2 years that when he met Lauren and Avery, I think that those were probably the happiest 2 years that he had had since he probably hit puberty. I think puberty set off the depression for him in a way that we never saw, we never realized it, and I knew that it hit him hard and that it changed him from, puberty changes everyone. And I knew that he had gone through a dark phase and he'd come out of it, and I guess we just didn't see his struggle, and he was struggling every day. He wanted to die every day, and we didn't know. So it really brings even harder my message before, that If you see someone struggling with depression, you have to reach out and help them, and make sure that they know that they're worthy, because he definitely did not think he was worthy of life. And it's just so heartbreaking looking back through all of his old phones and reading through little songs that he'd started and didn't finish, and just the amazing talent that he had that he just didn't see. Looking back at pictures of him with kids at Taekwondo and how happy he was to teach those kids. He was definitely worthy of life. But he never felt that way. And for all of the family members that are dealing with suicide, trying to survive this, there is no people can try to say you're not responsible, and we know that we're not responsible. We know that we couldn't have stopped this, that it's a sickness that no one can predict or no one can stop. But only a parent or spouse or sibling or whatever of someone in this can understand that your rational brain knows that. But your heart will never, ever understand it. There is no making logical sense, making the guilt go away. You just have to learn to live with it. It's just your new way of life, your new normal. Trying to wade through life with this new burden that will never go away. So, I don't know if this is going to help anyone. Suicide is an impossible thing. They say that people get happy right before they do it. And I had heard that before. And I guess Devin did get happy right before he did it. But who knew that someone could make a plan for 2 years? He had a plan. He was going to take care of Lauren and her baby, make sure that they were financially taken care of, make sure that he had a life insurance plan that would take care of them before he did it. And that's what he did. We didn't know that he had done that, but his sole purpose was to achieve that life insurance plan, and then whenever he got it, he was gonna end it. And that's what he wrote in the letter, was that he was so happy. There was no regret, the letter wasn't sad at all. He poured love and happiness into that letter. It was like a weight was lifted off of him. He was finally just so happy because he had a plan that he was gonna be able to take care of Lauren and Avery. And he wasn't going to be part of it. And he wanted her to move on and find a husband and a dad worthy of them. So 2 years is a long time to plan for something like this. I don't know how this information is going to help anyone. Dealing with this battle. But if you were the one struggling, to survive, to stay alive, please know that there is help. If Devin would have let us in and told us he was hurting, we could have helped him. We could have helped him. If only we had known. Oh. I don't have anything else